situation playing out in North Dakota. Authorities there clashing with demonstrators who've set up camp on private land to protest the construction of a controversial pipeline.
The pipeline is threatening Indigenous people's way of life. Standing Rock is such a good thing to look to because the movement was built by youth and it was Indigenous and it was also widely spread on social media.
What you see here is merely just a part of the growing climate justice movement.
The fact that we had access to broadcast our own struggle and tell our own narrative was probably one of the most important parts of it. Standing Rock really is what made me an activist.
Protesters also say the pipeline threatens to pollute the Missouri River.
It's so devastating because most of the time you never hear about an oil spill until it's already been happening for a really long time. And it's so devastating for the community because all of those minuscule spills have been infiltrating their water systems for months. Minuscule leaks add up to something bigger.
What appears from above to be a small spot staining the South Dakota farmland is an estimated 210,000 gallons of oil from a leak in the Keystone Pipeline.
We talked about it at the beginning of Standing Rock, how long it would take to get into the community, 10 minutes to get into our school's water system, 15 to reach all of the districts, 5 minutes to reach the main community that's next to the pipeline. There's a lot of people who haven't really actually been touched by climate change or by the industries versus Indigenous communities. So we're literally fighting every day of our lives to make sure that our homes are safe. The same industries that are causing the destruction in the climate crisis are the same industries that have been harming Indigenous communities for years. I want to be able to raise my kids here. I want to be able to show them the same lands that my ancestors walked on. It's hard to know that that might not be possible anymore. Now it's come to this point in my life where I'm thinking about if I'm gonna have a kid, if I'm gonna have a daughter, what is that gonna look like for her? We are the solution. We need to be following the Indigenous peoples who know how to live in peace and harmony with the earth.